The best part about the Mass Effect series is that the games really make you feel like you're playing as your own journey. In Mass Effect original trilogy we play of course as Commander Shepard, and of course we get to select our own appearance, history, backstory and class. If you want to be gay, that's great, then you have options of romancing homosexual characters such as Liara, Kaiden as the same sex. If you're asexual, great, then you don't have to romance anyone. If you're a hardened military kind of person with envisioning this massive military hardcore backstory, then that's great. You can literally be the Commander Shepard that you want to be, and I think we've really got to give credit to BioWare for this. But in today's video I'm going to be going over why and how Commander Shepard should return, and should he really return is the question that I'm going to be answering.
Lockhart QT.
Commander Shepard is one of the best conduits for expressing the player through an avatar in gaming history. With the next Mass Effect coming in the future, we have no idea who we'll be playing as. So far though, using the process of elimination, speculation and predictions, we can guess. Firstly, we have the fact that Commander Shepard is a fan favourite and obviously is the one that most people want to come back. But then again we have other options. Firstly, of course, we have Commander Shepard, but then there's Ryder from Mass Effect Andromeda. We also have the possibility, which I've talked about in previous videos, the fact that we could be playing as Liara, as she's literally the only character that we've seen actually confirmed from BioWare so far. Obviously we've had the N7-day secret transmission, as well as Liara in the teaser trailer, so we could be playing as Liara, or finally we could have an entirely new protagonist. However, if BioWare do go with Commander Shepard again, there's a lot of baggage here. To me, there wouldn't be much point of having characters such as, Liara, Garrus, Tali, Joker, Miranda, Jack, etc. without Commander Shepard, as a lot of people built relationships with these characters over, the various years that they've been playing Mass Effect for, and especially with the Legendary Edition bringing in a whole new fan base, these characters are now beloved and they are intertwined with Commander Shepard's history and story. For example, Tali for me is best girl. Again, I've done a video on this previously. Tali was my romance in Mass Effect 2 and 3, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd be devastated if she didn't return for the next game. I've explored this in past videos, which will be linked in the description obviously, but how can Commander Shepard return, and should he or her? Well, firstly, there's cloning. BioWare have experienced cloning and basically brought it into the forefront of the story in the past games, being obviously Mass Effect 2 and 3, but what if we actually played as a clone of Commander Shepard again? Obviously the Perfect Destroy ending in Mass Effect 3 leaves a lot up to the player's imagination, as we don't actually have a solid foundation confirmed by BioWare. We have no idea what timeline this game is set in, and we have no idea which ending is canon, even if an ending is canon, because I suppose BioWare could just go off all 4 endings. But again, what if we played as a clone of Commander Shepard? To me this would be a bit of a cop-out, as technically the clone wouldn't actually be the Commander Shepard, as this was explored in Mass Effect 3's DLC with obviously us fighting the clone of Commander Shepard, and it wasn't the real deal. Nextly, we have Cryo Freeze. In the reveal trailer we see a snowy planet where Liara looks like she's looking for someone or something. So what if she's actually on the hunt for Commander Shepard, either trying to save us or just trying to find them in general? Shepard could have been cryogenically frozen until when they were next needed, sort of like how Master Chief was cryogenically frozen in Halo 3 and he told Cortana to only wake him when he's needed. It could have been like that situation where Shepard could have been either mortally wounded or developed an illness and the Alliance essentially put him on ice. Or this could be a scenario where Commander Shepard's actually been captured by Cerberus in the sort of aftermath of the Reaper War and the Perfect Destroy ending from Mass Effect 3. They then take him to a secret base and Liara's here to essentially free us. This again would be the easiest way of bringing Commander Shepard back, even if there's a time jump involved. But what if Shepard is in more of a mentor NPC role? We've seen this in games such as Borderlands and even the Dragon Age series, like BioWare's own Dragon Age, where past protagonists return as NPCs in future games. So what if they did the same thing with Commander Shepard here? What if Commander Shepard was actually a mentor NPC to a new character or rider? Again, the timescale and timeline of this next game is really confusing, as BioWare, although all signs are pointing to the Milky Way galaxy, BioWare have dropped loads of hints and teasers to Andromeda, so it's kind of, you know, where on earth are we going to be playing in the timeline here? Because like I said earlier, whichever timeline we're playing is really determines if Commander Shepard can even return. Speaking of both Commander Shepards though, both Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale have both expressed interest in returning as Shepard. Obviously, if they are already recording lines, if they've already signed a contract, they can't say, because it'll be an NDA agreement. They basically can't say anything, or else they could be facing some legality issues. But they have both said that they would love to come back in several interviews, so it would be more easy for BioWare to just bring them back. But like I said earlier, plus with the return of the series through the Legendary Edition, BioWare now have old fans and new players invested in the series again. So perhaps the Legendary Edition was released to get older players reacquainted with the series and the world of the Milky Way galaxy, and then they can bring all those characters, scenarios back, as well as Commander Shepard. I've talked about in a previous video as well the fact that we could possibly have the technology to import our save files from the Legendary Edition, as obviously the Legendary Edition is currently available on PS5, Series X, PC, etc. So it would be, I guess, I'm not sure how easy it would be for BioWare to implement this. I have talked to a few of my mates who are really good with game development and that sort of thing, and one of them is actually an indie developer who is developing a game where you have player choices, and I asked him how easy it would be for BioWare to implement this, and he said it wouldn't be too hard. So again, we'll have to wait and see. So anyway guys, do you think Commander Shepard should return for the next game? A lot of these theories that I've talked about in today's video is more just as a playful discussion with you guys. I want to open up a dialogue. I want you guys to tell me, do you want Commander Shepard to return? Because I've heard from a lot of people that they actually don't. They want an entirely new protagonist, which is fine. So tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and for more Mass Effect content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.